Friday Night Glory, Kenny Matthews here at Argyle tonight, and had a little Argyle inter-squad scrimmage here with Jasper Lott, tight end for the Eagles. Man, it's got to be nice to be out there and just doing your thing.
Feels good to finally be back. You know, been waiting all quarantine for this, so it's good. It's good to be out here with all my guys. So,
with last year, the tough loss there in the playoffs, motivating factor. You probably all getting out here, getting after it in the off season. Then COVID hits. How did you battle all that mentally?
Man, we just had it was all by ourselves, you know. We were out here, we had a sports U app, we were all coaches are keeping us accountable. We had like teams and like competitions and stuff like that, so we were all posting our workouts on sports U, try to keep each other accountable. But yeah, it was.
Well, for you, with the spring being interrupted for you, wasn't interrupted from the college level. Got a lot of offers, busy spring for you.
Yes, sir.
How did you balance that schoolwork and then trying to get your work in at the same time?
I mean, you got to focus on now first. You know, I'm a high school student right now, high school student athlete. So I mean, everything, all college stuff comes after. So whatever comes to me comes to me. You know, I'm a work hard regardless. So
I'm sure your dad keeps you pretty grounded.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For sure. Yes, sir.
What is the one thing you thought you improved in the off season?
I worked a lot route running. Then different blocking, everything like that. I mean, try to get better at everything, obviously. I got stronger in the weight room, everything like that. You know, I've been working with my dad for the past 5 months until school started, so, yeah.
Speaking of your dad had a little cameo on Hard Knocks this past Tuesday. It had to have been really fun just to see your dad out there and getting some of that time. But it's also going to be great to know that he's a strength and conditioning coach for the San Diego Chargers and getting all those pointers on how to make yourself in shape too.
Oh, it's great. I've been out. When I was living in California, I was running routes with all the receivers, everything like that. I was working with all the offensive linemen, tight ends. It was really cool. You know, good experience. So I've been around that level for my entire life. So.
Well, one last question I got for you. There were some rumors in the spring a little bit that people are offering you as maybe an offensive tackle, tight end. I know you love playing the tight end position. What is the one position you want to be at?
I mean, I love tight end. I mean, a couple schools have offered me as could be a defensive end, all around athlete type deal. But, right now I'm a tight end. I feel like I could play tight end at the next level, so I'm going to play tight end as long as I can.
Oh, great. Well, Jasper, I appreciate you giving us some time here. You got a famous dad now on TV on Hard Knocks, nonetheless. I said, I'm sure he's not going to let you forget that. Thanks so much, Jasper. Problem. You have a good one, man. One of my favorite guys here, Tito, Bryce. God, it's got to be great for you to be back on the football field.
For sure. I'm just really excited to be back out here and stuff. I mean, it's been a long time coming.
Man, we were talking a little on the sidelines, as your sophomore, we said, well, he's got a couple more years. Well, a couple more years has gone by now. You're a senior now. Do you feel the pressure of, having to get it done this year a little bit?
I mean, the pressure's always there, but it's not too bad. I'm just, like you said, it's senior year. I've just been waiting for this for a long time.
Let's talk a little bit about the offseason for you. It was different than normal off seasons, obviously. You had the torn ACL there in week 8. How did you battle that mentally and physically to try to get stronger and be ready to play this year?
I mean, after it happened, everyone was telling me everything was going to be all right, which I knew it was going to be all right if I worked my butt off. So, I went there, worked my tail off for a really long time. And then mentally it wasn't too bad because, I'm always a happy person, so I just got through it. So, now I'm back and I'm ready to play.
Well, we were talking a little bit about the sidelines and coming out here when you get fully cleared and kind of going out through some drills and getting taken down to the ground for the first time. You said you're ready, didn't you?
Yes, sir, I'm ready. We hit a little bit last week, and I feel great. I didn't play in the scrimmages, but, I'm ready for week 1 against Decatur.
Well, the best thing about it is you're fully there, ready, mentally and physically there, so you can go out there and get after it now, and you don't have to do it right now. Upcoming season, obviously, it's the same picture every year. The expectations are you to get to state. La Vega's been kind of a thorn in your side here the last couple of years. Can you talk about how you can get over that?
Past 2 years we've played them really good in the first time we played them. Whenever we played them here, my sophomore year, we played really good, finished the game really well. Last year we played them really well at their place, and they're a different animal in the playoffs. And last year we dealt with some injuries, but this year I think if we stay healthy throughout the whole thing, I think we'll be able to take them both times.
I was going to ask you about that. Is that kind of the senior leadership for you guys have been through those tough battles to kind of show the younger guys that this is what we need to do to make sure we get over the hump a little bit? Do you take that kind of responsibility yourself?
For sure. Me, Cole, CJ, a bunch of linemen, Jack, Jasper. We've all taken that responsibility to get the younger guys on top of things.
Well, my last thing would be is, what do you think you got better? Besides putting on 15 pounds of muscle, what do you think you've gotten better in the offseason?
I think just using my brain a lot more, just following my line, just hitting holes the right way. And I mean, just running smarter, not running all wild and stuff, which I mean, it's okay to run wild, but I mean, at some point in time, you have to learn how to run smart.
It's got to feel nice to be an experienced, to kind of see the play develop like the coaches tell you. And it's like, if I just wait a half second here and then cut, that's exactly what they've been telling you. As a younger kid, you don't understand that a little bit, do you?
Yes, sir. That's exactly. I mean, sophomore year, I just kind of went with the motions and just hoped I was right. But last year, got a little bit better, and this year, it's just easy to me now.
Well, man, I'm one of my favorite kids over here, Tito. Man, gosh, I'm wishing you the best. Hope we get this season in, man. It's one of the best backs here in the area of Tito, Bryce, Argyle, 2021. Man, Jack, it's here. It's gotta be a great feeling with all the not knowing you're gonna play, and if you're gonna play, seems like you are. Just talk about it mentally, being able to get out on the field and play again.
It's just a relief to be able to go back to how things used to be. It's all just fun. We're having fun at this point right now, and then next week it'll start to be more serious, but it's just fun.
I was talking to Tito on the sidelines, and he said, you guys have gone through the whirlwind of emotions, and he says when Coach Rogers came back and said, hey, 2 weeks we're playing, what went through your mind when he first knew that?
Relief. I was just so excited to be able to play like we have been. We've all been working too hard to not play this season, so really.
You guys got a lot, every year there's expectations for you to be playing in state, obviously. Tough loss there again to La Vega again. You had to get ratcheted up, in the offseason on that loss, and then it gets kind of taken away from you. How did you deal with that mentally?
Just kind of went back to work. We got a real tough schedule this year, and I know all the O-linemen have just been working their tails off. One of our guys goes down, another guy steps up, doing fantastic. It's hard work.
You guys, you had one of your offensive linemen go down to an ACL here. I said, how do you guys kind of rally around that? Do you kind of play for him, as an offensive line?
Yeah, we've never had a weakness. I mean, our twos could start at any school, I think. And he's just done a great job filling in. Real proud of the way he's been doing.
Let's talk a little bit about the recruiting side. Committed to Texas Tech. Talk about your relationship with Coach Wells.
Coach Wells, we text all the time, talk all the time. Every time we go up, 30, 40-minute conversation in his office. Talks to my family, mom, dad. He's just a great guy. The whole staff there is amazing.
Do you do some virtual visits also with them also?
Yes, sir. A number of them.
It's kind of got to be weird to do the virtual visit, but it's kind of creative how they're kind of doing it, too, in a way. It can kind of specialize it for you. How did they specialize it for you this time?
They made a lot of PowerPoint presentations that we've seen. They had one where we just all met each other, talked about each other, introduced our families, stuff like that. They've done a great job of just getting us connected.
Let me ask you another question. Did you think once you committed to Texas Tech, did it slow everything down a little bit for you, and having to deal with your phone is probably just going off constantly with either notifications or phone calls. Did it slow down a little bit once you did make the commitment?
Oh, yeah, for sure, 100%. And I'm not one of those guys who's going to lead on other schools and be like that, so yes, sir.
Well, that's good, man. Well, hey, man, I expect a big year out of you guys, obviously. Let's finish it. Takes a team discipline for you guys to do the right thing off the field, too, here a little bit. So, man, congratulations on going to Texas Tech, man. Appreciate it. Man, Jack, he's going to be a big one next year. Kenny Matthews, Friday Night Glory.